Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're starting chapter 3. We're going to be doing the free day tasks that we have. And then we're going to be moving on to the main thing. Sorry, got distracted. Let's see. Behind the storage building. Where is the storage building? I believe at Academy. Your clothes are covered in dirt. You're even more into this than I realized. It's just dirt, hardly an issue. It takes a good deal of effort to care for horses. I suppose it's only natural to end up like this. I suppose you're right. Shall I give him a hand while I'm here? Care for a little help? I've got some experience working with horses myself, so it'd help things go a little faster. It must be your hobby to show up unbidden to assist people. Your offer does come at an opportune moment, though. I was just about to start washing them, so feel free to join in. Ah, Eustace, always so nice, but doesn't like to show it. Yeah, this is every bit as tough as I remember it being. Already thinking of throwing in the towel? You were the one who offered to help, so don't think I'll let you back out so easily. I know. Aren't you getting a little tired yourself, Eustace? We wouldn't want you to overexert your frail little noble body or anything. Maybe you should take a nap. What do you take me for? This is nothing. Perhaps if you put as much effort into your work as you did your toothless jokes, we'd be done by now. Shut up. I'm doing just fine. I guess Eustace isn't any friendlier towards girls than he is guys. Right, time to... Whoa there, we've got a wild one here. Understandable. This horse recently arrived from the Highlands. He's still young, so he hasn't quite grown accustomed to the stables yet. Does the school normally get horses all the way from the Highlands? Indeed. They're known to breed the best horses. Even the army gets their horses from there. Now then. Eustace gently stroked the horse's neck. You're pretty good at that. When I was younger, I used to go to the stables whenever I felt bored. My brother taught me how to ride horses and how to take care of them. I am truly grateful for that. You two are lucky to have each other. I'm not gonna let some snooty noble who learned about horses with a silver spoon in his mouth show me up like this. It's subtle, but he's definitely changed since we came back from our last field study. Feels like he's more willing to open up with us. Care to explain what you're staring at? Don't mind me. Anyway, we've got a horse to clean. Reen helped the riding club for a while longer before bidding Eustace farewell. Alright, storage. Is it over here? No, this is lacrosse. Oh, the storage is over here. Okay. Hey, dude. Excuse me, is your name Vincent by any chance? Indeed, it is. Standing before you is a nobleman overflowing with love and pathos, the one, the only, Vincent Florald. I presume that you are the Cupid that I asked the school council to send me? He's quite the character. He really seems to like himself, but that's what I've grown to expect from Class 1. I'm no Cupid, but I am here on behalf of the student council, yes. Then you may still well serve my purposes. Allow me to congratulate you on making your way here. So, based on your request and my new nickname, I assume you want me to find someone for you. Yes, something along those lines. Do you have some time to spare? If so, I shall begin explaining the particulars of my request. Right, please elaborate on your request. A fine answer indeed, although before we continue... Sarifa is certainly nowhere to be seen. Now that I think about it, this is kind of an unusual meeting place. Are you hoping to keep this request quiet? Not exactly. I was merely hoping to avoid things getting meddled in. My father sent Sarifa to the academy to keep an eye on me. As you can imagine, her watchfulness can occasionally be rather constraining. Well, that is apart from the meat of the matter. To be blunt, I have received not one, not two, but 3 passionate love letters of late, and all from a single writer. Curiously, however, the writer in question signs with naught but a nom de plume. What I would request of you, my fine fellow, is to find out just which lovely lady is responsible for these. That's reasonable, but are you sure it's appropriate for me to try to find her? These are anonymous after all. Do take a moment to think it over. The fact that she chose to use a pen name rather than remaining completely anonymous is proof of a pining, beautiful heart. In fact, I am absolutely certain that she wishes for me to find her. I suppose I'll just have to trust your judgment on this one. What's more, she sent cookies along with a 3rd letter. I would hardly be worthy of the floral name if I did not properly thank her, would I? Yeah, I don't think I could stop you at this point if I tried. Do you have any additional information that would help me pinpoint exactly who we're looking for? I do indeed. The first hint is that she is a first year. As a man well versed in the feelings of beautiful women, I was able to deduce this from the respectful tone of her letters. Additionally, the fact that she has attached a pressed grand rose at the end of each letter may serve as a hint. What exactly is a grand rose? Oh, heaven forbid! You're telling me you've never heard of the grand rose? I'm ashamed to say I don't. Shame is the only proper response for such misstep. The grand rose is a magnificent crimson rose and a universal symbol of passionate romance. What's more, it's often associated with confessing one's love for another. Sounds like the perfect flower for a love letter then. Quite. What brings us to why this is a hint. The only way to obtain a grand rose in Trista is to purchase it from the town florist. So if we ask the florist who's purchased one, precisely, we will be able to discover just which shy maiden has sent these letters to me. Would you take on this task for me then? As long as you don't mind me sticking to the plan we just discussed, I don't see why not. I am truly indebted to you. Based on her pseudonym and her use of the grand rose, I can only imagine Our Lady is the very model of grace. Now that you mention it, what was the name she used? Oh, it seems I neglected to mention that very important detail. She calls herself the Grand Maiden, a nickname taken from the daughter of a baron who married into the imperial family long ago. The emperor at the time was so smitten that he gave her countless numbers of grand roses, and so came the moniker. I see. Can't say I've heard that story before, but it's interesting. But this is no time to be standing around thinking about it. I'll head over to the flower shop. Very well, I leave this matter in your clearly capable hands. Alright. Why don't I just... Come to think of it, student union, main building. Okay. Oh wait. Florist. Where are you, florist? Where's the florist? Why can't I? Huh. Park. Oh. Maybe I can't teleport to the florist. Oh well. I can still talk to her though. Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question?
Not at all. Go ahead.
Rian explained the situation to Jane and asked about any first years who had recently purchased any grand roses.
It wouldn't be hard to find out if I looked at my records, but I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information.
Understandably so. I don't intend to do anything with this information that they don't want me to. If they ask me to keep their identity a secret, that's what I'll do.
I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess I can help you out. Just remember, though, it's your job to give the mystery sender your support and nothing more.
I'll wish her the best of luck. This quest's getting pretty complicated at this point.
Right, I count 3 first years who've made a grand rose purchase recently. In class order, first it's Beryl from class 3, then there's Vivi from class 4, and Rosine from class 5.
I see. Thank you very much for the help.
Not at all. Good luck.
I think we can talk to Fee. Well, what's with the stern look, Fee? Turns out I'll be growing flowers for the club, but I need to go and get the tools. I see. Sounds tough. Kinda rare to see you this serious about something, though. It happens sometimes. Should I give her a hand? Would you like me to help you out? Sure. Have fun. I wasn't offering to do it for you, Fee. Aw. Given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got any idea what you want to raise? Yep. Fee took out a small bag filled with seeds and showed it to Reed. Oh, what are these? Flower seeds. Don't know what they're called though. Someone gave them to me when I was in the corpse. Had them ever since. Ah. Do you know how to raise them then? Yep, they told me how. They were kind of joking about raising them with love. I don't know if it was a joke. My mom says the same thing about the plants she grows in our kitchen. So does Edel. I don't know much about love though. Then maybe this is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your corpse sounds so different from the image I've always had in my head. How so? The way you tell it, you sound like one big family in a sense. I always thought Jaegers were, well, a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. Maybe I was just being narrow-minded. Can't blame you. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation Jaegers have than anything else. There's some people who can't even accept their existence. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilizer. Good idea. I've never seen those seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice on the best way to raise them. Reen and Fee bought the tools and fertilizer they needed, after which they made their way back to the Academy's flower bed to plant the seeds. That should do it. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. I hope they grow big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Anytime. Oh hey, Vivi. You're Vivi from class 4, right?
You got it. Why do you ask?
There's something I'd like to ask you. Reen explained the situation and asked if she was the one who sent Vincent the letters.
Well now, this is pretty interesting.
I'm going to take that as a no.
Yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun teasing Linda to set my sights on any boys right now.
I think that's Linda. Lind? Yeah.
I did buy a grand rose, but not to confess to some boy or anything. Not when I've got a sister to prank.
Thanks. Good talk. Beryl. She is in the student council building. Union building. And then I have something at the engineering club. Ah, Laura's in the general store. We'll come back to her later. For now, Union building. Oh, there's no one here. Alright, to the occult club. That's literature. This is first year chess, or lower class chess. Imperial fishing. Hey, Imperial fishing. Here we are. Hey, Beryl. You're Beryl from class 3, right? I certainly am. What do you want from me? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. I told Beryl about the letters. Do I seem like the kind of girl who'd be interested in romance? I needed to purchase a grand rose to use in a ritual. That's all. I see. That answers my question. But now I'm wondering what that ritual she mentioned is all about. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. And then class. Let's see. Oh, I can't look while I'm in. Wait, weren't there people here? Yeah, Machias. He's probably in the lower class. Yep. Wow, he looks like he's really into it. Oh, hello, Reed. Sorry, I was caught up in my game. No worries. Sorry if I disturbed you. Is there a big chess game coming up or something? You seem way more focused than I'd expect for just a regular match. Indeed, there is. And not just any match either. It's a match that'll determine the club. But I have every intention of completely dominating the upper class students. Chess always seems pretty interesting. Should I stick around and watch? I love playing chess. I suck at it, but I love playing it. Would you mind if I watched you play for a bit? I'm familiar with the rules at least, and it seems like a pretty involving game. Even as a specter. Be my guest. But if you know the rules, how about we play a game instead? I'm sure you'd have more fun doing that than just watching. Are you sure? Might as well. I'll watch you two, so come on and take a seat here. And that's checkmate. That didn't take long. That was some high-level play, Machias. I didn't stand a chance. It's nothing special. My father taught me how to play when I was young. We've been playing against each other ever since, so I've had years of practice now. Apparently, he never lost a game back home. He really is the savior of the chess club. So you were playing against adults ever since you were a kid. That definitely explained things. I used to tag along with my dad whenever he went out hunting, but never got that into it. Sorry. No, I shouldn't have reacted like that. Hunting's not an exclusively noble pastime after all. It's just not that common in Heimdall. I can imagine. Last month's field study gave me a lot of time to think about. It gave me a lot to think about. I've come to realize that it's unfair of me to pass judgment on nobles simply for being born into that life. For example, I've never met your parents, but I can tell from talking to you that they're good people. Machias. Man, am I glad we made up. Don't start getting weird on me now. I don't really get what you're talking about, but yeah, friendship's what youth's all about. Speaking of, how about you join your pal in the chess club, Reen? We'll need as many people as possible if we want to take down the upper class chess club. Sorry, but I have to decline. The members of the upper class chess club like humiliating players weaker than they are. This isn't about the fact that they're nobles anymore. They're shaming the very act of playing chess, pure and simple. And Stefan and I aren't going to let that stand. Well said, Machias. Then I'll be cheering for you. Good luck, Machias. Thanks, I won't let you down. Yay! Wait, they're the only two people? They're the only two in this club? No wonder they're asking for people. They're the only people who are going to be let's go see the... What is this called? Third floor. Noble exclusive salon. No lower class students allowed. I still wonder what that salon is, because, like, all the nobles go to hang out at it. Oh my gosh, go down the stairs. Where am I going? Probably into the main building. Let's see, the last person was who again? Oh wait, were there people here? There are. Well, let's go do things with Elliot and Guy. No, not Gaius. Hey, Elliot. How's it going, dude? Nothing that relaxes me quite like cradling a violin in my hands. Especially since I never had much of a chance to play during our midterms. Yeah, most clubs put their regular meetings on hold while exams are going on. You seem pretty happy, though. Is it that obvious? I'm planning on pretty much spending the entire day just playing. After not playing for so long, I'm out of form, so I need to get back into it. I'm kind of interested in seeing him play. Would you mind if I listened in? Oh, be my guest. I need to get ready though, so just hold on a bit. Beautiful. So, what'd you think? I'm impressed. I never would have guessed you'd taken a break for midterms if you hadn't told me. You mean? Good to hear. It seems like you're really enjoying yourself when you play, too. I can practically hear your love for music in every note. Oh, cut it out. You're embarrassing me. Oh, by the way, I've been wondering about this for a while, but you're a musician yourself, aren't you, Reen? Kinda. What tipped you off? It was just a feeling I had. I can't explain it, but it's like I can tell if someone has even the slightest bit of musical experience. The slightest bit is right. I used to play the lute for a while back home, but that's a pretty impressive sense you have. You're really on another level when it comes to anything musical. I think you might be exaggerating just a little. Not at all. Most people wouldn't pick up on something like that. It shows the extent of your passion for music. That's something I respect. Passion isn't enough, though. Not in music. If I want to get better, I'm going to need better equipment. But given a compromise, I can't even ask for that. What compromise? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. It's nice to confirm that you do play an instrument, Reen. We should play together sometime. I've got a lot of rust to work off, but I'd like that. Great, I'm looking forward to it. Aw, Elliot. Poor Elliot. Can't do anything. Oh, no, you're Marguerite. Wait, you just admitted that... Wait, what?
Time to make some new cookies for my next encounter with my darling Vincent. Oh, what should I add to them this time, I wonder?
Yeah, you just did... Reen! Lately, Marguerite's been putting more enthusiasm than ever into her cooking. Is it because we're done with exams? Well, either way, you won't hear any complaints from me. Yeah, but you're hearing some from me, Reen. She just admitted. Who was the last person I'm supposed to talk to? I Jack's Barrel. Rosine. Which one's Rosine again? You're Lynn. Are you Rosine? No, you're Clara. Yeah, I don't care. You're not Rosine. And I don't have... Nah. Elisa... Wait, Toa's on the first floor? Oh. I'll have to go talk to her. Elisa's probably in this room. Hey, Elisa. Let's hang out. Elisa, let me hang out with you. Huh? Isn't this classroom usually locked?
It is, but I checked it on a whim and it was open. The janitor must have forgotten to lock it after he was done.
I see. So what brings you here?
I got into an argument with Ferris earlier. She started asking me all these questions about my last name after she found out about Sharon.
And you ran off. Here.
How many times am I gonna have to deal with this?
She seems pretty upset. Maybe there's something I can do to help her out. I'm probably not the best person for this, but do you need someone to talk to, Elisa? It's better to let things out than bottle them up.
Reen, thanks.
Whoops, knew I forgot to lock up. There we are.
Wait, did he just lock the door?
Seems like it. Guess we're locked in.
My luck keeps getting worse and worse today.
At least it's not a nightmare or anything. I'm sure someone will come by before too long.
That's true, but... So it's just, Reen and me, here in the dark, behind a locked door. No, Elisa, focus. This is all Sharon's fault. I wouldn't even be here if Ferris and I weren't arguing about her.
Isn't that a bit of a stretch?
You wouldn't say that if you knew her. She always does this. Imagine living with someone who knows nearly everything about you but never thinks about your feelings. And on top of that, she's always taking Mother's side. Like she did when...
When what?
Oh,
Sorry, I shouldn't have pride. So even so, you don't really dislike Sharon, do you?
I mean, I guess I can't say dislike. It's kind of hard to dislike someone who's been a permanent fixture in your life since you were a kid.
See what I mean? If she's going to be at the academy anyway, you might as well try to make the best of it. Besides, she's sort of like an older sister to you, right? Siblings aren't always easy to deal with.
You're right about that. But still, it wouldn't kill her to think about me a little more. Not a moment goes by in which I don't think about you, Lady Elisa.
Aww. Wait, how'd she open the door?
Sharon, what are you doing here? Whenever you are in need, I shall be by your side. After all, isn't that what an older sister is for?
She knows how to make an entrance. I'll give her that.
I can't believe she heard all of that. Oh my, did I interrupt anything personal between the two of you? I would be more than happy to lock the door again and leave the two of you to whatever it was you were up to here. Don't even joke about that.
Sharon truly is like an older sister, but still no explanation of how she... Oh, wait. Let me check the classrooms. Maybe they're literally in classroom 5? Nope, never mind. There's no one. Alright. You're not Toa. You're Toa.
Nice work today, Reen. Are you looking forward to the midterm result announcement as much as I am?
Sounds strange to say it, but I am. You're looking pretty busy for someone who just finished her midterms, though.
You bet. now that the year's halfway through, we've got a lot of business. So much, in fact, that we even reserved this room just to discuss it. There's the Academy Festival, someone wants to use a swimming pool next month, there's about a zillion other events.
Man, I guess it isn't easy being a student council member. I think you're the last person in the world who'd actually take this advice, but try not to overwork yourself.
I'll consider it.
She's just as busy as ever. Maybe there's something I can do to help. Is there anything I can help you with? I've got some spare time, and you seem swamped.
Really? That'd be great. It just so happens that our usual note taker is home nursing a cold today. Would you mind filling in for her?
No problem. There's one thing I can do, it's write notes. And so it fell to Reen to jot down every idea, both helpful and harebrained, raised at the student council meeting. After a short parade of exchanged names, shaken hands, and slightly too long eye contact, he got down to business.
Well, that should cover everything on today's agenda. Summer will be here before we know it, so I think the pool should be our highest priority.
Agreed. We'll get right on it.
We should decide who will be handling each task while we're at it.
And then allow me to take care of the arrangements regarding the pool. I'll get our documents sorted out and hand them over to the requisite instructors.
You mean it? Thanks. Let me know if anything comes up. Oh, speaking of which, do we have any updates on what we discussed last month?
Just a moment, please. Allow me to gather the necessary documents. She's so good at her job that even the upper class students are hanging on her every word. I guess she didn't just charm her way into the office. Several similarly riveting discussions later, the council meeting drew to a close.
Thanks for all the help today, Reen. You really didn't need to stay and help me clean everything up, but I'm glad you did.
You're always doing so much for us. I'm just trying to return the favor. But you're really something, you know that? That meeting had a ton of stuff to sort out and plan, but you made it look easy. You're like a human student notebook.
Thanks? I think you might be exaggerating a bit, though. I couldn't get a thing done without the rest of the student council. Not a thing.
Really?
You probably saw it during the meeting. We were able to sort everything out because everyone brought their ideas and opinions to the table. I sit in my fancy chair and act out my role as president, but they're the ones doing all the heavy lifting.
I never would have thought of it like that.
If I'm being honest, I don't know if I'm really suited to being president. But if everyone believes I am, there's no way I can let them down. Even if I can't meet all their expectations, I know to show them that I'm trying. I want to show them that I'm trying.
Wow, I guess that's the best anyone in your shoes can do. Still, Toa's at least got that much to guide her. Maybe if I knew what I wanted to do, if I had that kind of purpose, maybe I'd know what kind of man I want to be.
Reen? Boop.
President Toa stood on her tiptoes, straining with all her might to reach up to and gently pinch Reen's cheeks. What are you doing?
Sorry, you just looked so stone-faced there for a second. I couldn't help myself. You're first year. No need to get ahead of yourself. You've got another full year here to figure things out.
Wait, you're not psychic, are you?
I know how hard you've been working, Reen. I can see it as well as anyone, if not better. I don't know what has you worried, but your answer will come in time. Just take things step by step.
I guess. No, you're right. Deep down, I know what she's saying is true. If I start getting desperate, I'm just going to paralyze myself with fear.
And we still have a lot more stuff to clean up and put away. But once we finish, I'll make us some tea.
That's one way to get me to hurry up. Thus, Reen and Toa finished their cleanup and sat down to enjoy a lovely cup of tea together. And Laura's the last person. She is in town. Where is this person that I need to talk to? I don't know. Nightheart and the principal. Markovich, Heinrich. Ah, a door. Hey, instructor. And a sleeping student, who is male and thus not my secret writer. Who am I looking for again? I'm looking for Rosine. Rosine, where are you? Oh, wrong door. Rosine? Now you're the janitor. Janitor, dude, come on. Back to the courtyard. Engineering building. Vincent. Oops. Who are you? Edel. I don't care about. Where are all the people? None truly here. Guess that's, I don't know, she's at the general store. Never. Ooh, but Rosie might be in the gymnasium. Let's check and see. Hey, are you Rosine? No, you're Bridget. Hey, Bridget. And you two are male. Alright, to town. There you are. I'm closer to the general store though, and it doesn't really do much. You know what? No. Bridget. Not Bridget. What is your name? Rosine. Oh, you're the nun lady. Excuse me, you're Rosine from class 5, aren't you?
That's correct.
And what should I give her? Math is fun.
That's correct. Why do you ask?
I have a quick, kind of personal question for you. Were you explained about the rose?
Oh no, that certainly wasn't me. I did buy a grand rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church.
Oh, I see. Sorry to ask such an embarrassing question then.
It's fine.
Okay, I've asked all 3 girls, as Jane told me about, but it seems like none of them were behind the letters. I'm out of leads now, so might as well tell Vincent we're out of luck. Yeah, you're totally out of leads, especially when you talked to Margarita and she said, oh, I'm going to bake more cookies for Vincent. Yes, you are out of leads. Where's Laura? Let's bond. Oh, hello, Reed. It's rare to see you here by yourself. What's up? Actually, I found myself rather interested in this store's wares, so I decided to browse for a while. I'm surprised at how enjoyable it's been. Should I join her? Mind if I join you? Feel free. Maybe this would be a good chance to have you tell me more about the things being sold here. Well, I don't know all that much about them myself. Mishy. They have a wide variety of items here on display, most of which I'm unfamiliar with. Which leads to a question I'd like to ask you, Reen. What sort of goods and accessories do girls my age tend to like? What? I ask because, well, I've noticed that there's a significant difference between myself and the other girls here. For example, I went shopping with Monica recently, only to find myself searching for equipment to keep my sword in shape. Meanwhile, Monica was fawning over cute accessories and the like, Doesn't this prove that I'm rather strange? Well, you're from different class backgrounds for one. That's a difference between you already. But even amongst the other nobles, you are a little bit different. Just as I thought. But this is no issue. If there's something I lack, then all I need to do is take the opportunity to learn. Now tell me, which of these items here would most likely grab a girl's attention? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on the subject, but... Reen grabbed a cute mascot plushie that was sitting on the shelf. Aw, he's so cute. How about this Mishy plush? He's a pretty popular character over in Crossbell. Fascinating. He's certainly charming, to say the least. But how about this? Laura grabbed the strap with a blue-haired muscle man attached to it. This Doji character has a rather gallant look to him, doesn't he? I'm 100% sure that most girls wouldn't have any interest in him. Oh, this is more challenging than I had expected. Reen and Laura ended up looking at an assortment of products appealing to Laura's unique tastes. In the end, though, they ended up purchasing the Mishy plush. The adorable Mishy blush. I couldn't be more grateful for your assistance, Reen. If it weren't for you, I never would have purchased something so nice. Not a problem. Still, my grasp on what other girls my age like remains tenacious. It seems I have a long and harsh path ahead of me if I'm ever truly to know. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like everyone else. Because you aren't like everyone else. You're you. That's exactly why we like you. You've given me a lot to think about today. Let me thank you once again. I'd like for us to go shopping again if you ever have the time. Sure, that'd be fun. Going shopping. Alright, back to the academy field. Ow. Hey Vincent, it's Margarita. Tell me, did your investigation prove successful? Wait, don't tell me. Have you brought our mystery woman here? Oh, be still, my beating heart. Yeah, about that. I wasn't able to find her in the end. You cannot be serious. Did you ask the florist as we discussed? I did, and I spoke to all 3 girls who purchased the Grand Rose. None of their reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. I can go into detail if you'd like. It matters not. If they do not concern me, then they are simply not my concern. I'm sorry I wasn't any help. But there is one thing I'm curious about. Where could a girl get a Grand Rose if she didn't go to the florist? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the Grand Maiden is a noble, she could have had an alternate source. However, my darling Vincent, I've found you. Who goes there? State your business. The cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I could ever have imagined. So delicious that they could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing, darling Vincent. What could possess a person to approach another out of nowhere and say such befuddling things? Furthermore, I do not even have the foggiest idea who you... Oh, but you do. What if I told you that I was the Grand Maiden all along? No way. I can hardly blame you for being speechless with joy. My real name is Margarita Dresden. The lovely Grand Roses I attached were grown by my family. So that's how you got them. If you're a part of the Baron Dresden's family, then could it mean... Oh, so you know the story.
Your suspicions are indeed correct. I, Margarita Dresden, hail from the same family line as the lovely Grand Maiden herself.
It all adds up. Inconceivable. How could you, of all people, be related to the Grand Maiden?
When her beauty pales in comparison to your own, look, darling, we're already completing each other's thoughts. And yours are oh so sweet. What you said couldn't have been further from the actual thought. Even though you're shy, you're still so wonderful. Seeing the surprise on your handsome face made waiting to reveal my name entirely worth it in the end. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it is time for you to reply to my love letters. Will you enter a relationship with me? You may choose one of replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honor.
Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than the mere maiden her letters made her out to be. My only answer for you is a resounding no. Now be gone and bother me no more.
So, that's how it is. Just when I think you couldn't be more adorable. To think you're the sort of man who hides his true...
I beg your pardon.
There's no need to fear. Please, have one of these special cookies I prepared. One bite, and you'll no longer feel the need to keep your innermost longings out of the public eye.
Don't tell me you've mixed something with your cookies.
Oh, but that is for me to know and you to find out.
Stay back. Do not come any closer. You, don't just stand there. I'll need your aid if I'm to survive. I have no idea how to handle this situation.
Don't worry, my darling. There may be a slightly bitter aftertaste, but it will all be worth it in the... I've been looking for you, Master Vincent.
Sarifa.
Dare I ask, but what are you doing in a place like this?
Sarifa, I beg of you, please, free me from this terrifying situation.
If I recall...
Oh man, did I really forget her voice that quickly?
If I recall, you are my sweetheart's darling maid, are you not?
So this is the Sarifa he mentioned.
As much as I hate to interrupt the situation at hand, I'm afraid I must. Master Vincent, your presence at the upper class dorm is required at once. A delivery of the utmost importance from the Count Florid waits you there.
I see. Then I have no choice. I must go.
But... These cookies are a present for Master Vincent, are they not? In that case, may I ask you leave them in my hands for now? I will make sure he enjoys every last one of them later. Well, if you insist.
Margarita begrudgingly handed over the bag of cookies.
It seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into this nonsense as well. Hopefully, this can dull some of the pain that this annoyance has surely caused you.
Thank you.
With that, I wish you all good day. Let us go, Master Vincent.
Indeed. But she's also an upper class student, so she would be she could follow him to the upper class dorms if she truly wanted.
That maid may prove to be quite the obstacle, but no matter. There shall be plenty of opportunities to woo my darling from here on out. However, I believe it's time to get started on a new batch of cookies.
You go, Marguerite. Well, Today's been full of unique encounters, to say the least. At least that request is over and done with. To the engineering. Is this the right way? Is that the right way? No one knows. This is the right way. Run, Reen, run!
It's gonna catch you, Reen. You gotta run fast.
Oh, you hit a wall, you're dead. What's up, guys? Hey there, Reen. Thanks for stopping by. Might I ask where Elisa and Laura are? Those two lovely flowers would do wonders in brightening up this dreary old building. Let's not make Reen's life any harder than it already is. Sorry. Probably shouldn't think out loud. I still haven't talked to Angelica much, but she's definitely an interesting one. That aside, your request was for me to assist with testing out the orbital bike, wasn't it? So what will I be doing? Oh, please. I could hear you making those vroom vroom noises before you even stepped through the door. I was not. But wait, does that mean? Yeah, we want you to ride the orbital bike. Me? I can't deny that's what I wanted, but I never expected it to actually happen. I'll give you all the juicy details when we're actually ready to test. Before we start, however, we want to make sure you have the time. So how about it? You ready to ride? Okay, let's ride. Good answer. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about the bike. Everything you see here is something that Angie asked me to build for her. And because of that, the bike's been fine-tuned to meet her specific needs. In a nutshell, it's all Angie. The engine, the brakes, even the handlebars. I see. As you might expect, she and that bike are practically symbiotic. When she's on it, she's a sight to behold. But because we tuned it specifically to her, it's become a little too tough for anyone else to ride. Think of her as an unruly horse. There's no denying she's a fine bike, but she doesn't play nice with strangers. Right. I'm really hoping I make it through this live. Don't scare him, Angie. Crow's ridden it just fine. But I suppose he's been working on the bike since we started too. Compared to him, you're a complete beginner. Which is great. You'll have a more objective opinion after you ride. I guess that makes sense why you asked me then. Feeling a little nervous, are we? Let's head over to the highway. Even Toto is here. So, what are Toa and Crow doing here?
Angie and Georgette told us you'd be doing this, so I came along to show some support and take some time off work.
My reason isn't quite as sweet as little Toa's here. Like I said before, this bike is at least partially my baby. Think of me as an overprotective father, making sure you don't mess up and hurt my girl when you take her out. Thanks.
Crow, don't make him any more nervous.
Don't worry, guys. Oh, don't worry, Reen. Just ignore everything this guy says. I do, and it's worked great for me. We can rebuild the bike, so stay focused on keeping yourself safe. Right, thanks. Do you have much experience riding horses? Actually, yeah. Shouldn't have any trouble then. She's a whole different beast, but the basics of riding are the same. So have fun. Thanks, Angelica. That helps. I won't let you down. Okay then. That should be just about everything you need to know. I think I get it now. The 3 things you want me to test are starting up the bike, shifting gears, and coming to a stop, correct? That's right. We want to know how you handle everything. Let me give you a few pointers. You might not really get them until you're on the bike proper though. Hit me. First of all, you can't ride if you can't get moving, so let's talk about how to get started. Starting the engine's simple enough, but how smoothly you ride off will depend on how well you can operate the bike's clutch. Once you shift into first gear, open the throttle and then slowly and steadily release the clutch. Release the clutch slowly and steadily when I start moving. Okay, I'll try not to forget. Next up is switching gears. Before switching gears, make sure to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly. Once you shift gears, release the clutch slowly and steadily, just like when you start her. I can do that. The last thing you need to worry about is stopping the bike, which you probably want to know how to do. When you want to slow down, release the throttle and apply the brakes to both wheels, front and back. You're going to want to give each one different amounts of pressure though. Apply the brakes strongly to the front wheel and lightly to the back wheel. That should bring you into a smooth stop. Strongly on the front, light on the back. That's a lot to remember, but I think I can do this. That's the way. This is all about learning through experience and getting used to riding on the fly anyway. So, what do you say? Ready to go? You bet. Riding a bike. Is it in this game or the next game we get? In this game we get to have the race. Sorry, right then. First is starting up the engine. Wow, this is pretty intense. Kinda reminds me of how I felt when I first rode a horse. Right, let's push those nerves to the side and get going. Okay, so I pull the clutch level, shift to first gear, and twist the throttle. Now that I've done that, all I need to do is to let go of the clutch and I'll be moving. Angelica told me how to do this. What exactly did she say again? Slowly and steadily. Now we're talking. This is great. Riding your first bike. There he goes. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he gets back. He's gonna love it.
Hopefully.
Wow, this feels amazing. I'm amazed at just how stable and smooth the ride is too, considering how heavy it is. I think I'm used to the speed now. Let's try switching gears. Right, first I need to roll off the throttle. Then I need to pull in the clutch, change gears, and release it. Angelica told me I had to handle the clutch a specific way. We have to pull in quickly, release slowly. Oh right, I need to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly, then change gears. And after that, I need to release the clutch slowly but steadily. There we go, perfect. Going this fast really does feel great. I get why Angelica loves this so much. Well, the fun's got to come to an end eventually. It's probably about time to stop. Obviously, I need to hit the brakes, but how much pressure do I put on them? Strongly in the front, lightly on the back. Pretty sure Angelica said strong on the front brakes, light on the rear brakes. I stopped almost exactly where I expected to, so I guess I did it right. This thing's incredible though. It feels like I'm still riding along, even though I've come to a stop. But I guess I gotta snap out of it eventually. The others are waiting for me. Better head back now. Wonder, have you guys ever rode a motorcycle? I haven't.
Welcome back, Green.
Well, how was it? I'm amazed, to say the least. The sheer speed, the engine's vibration, the feeling of the wind as you ride along. I've never experienced anything like it. No amount of horse riding could have ever prepared me for this. Just wow. Huh. Guess you've got some potential. Look at this guy. He's trying to act all calm and composed, but his face is just screaming, let me go back out and ride. Plain as day. Seems like you handled it really well too, based on your report. Have to admit, didn't expect those kinds of results out of you. It's a pretty unwieldy machine. It's even more impressive considering it was his first ride with her too. Nice to know I could have a worthy rival waiting in the wings.
Not everyone can get that much praise out of Angie. You should pat yourself on the back.
It's a real honor. Now we need to hear some more detailed impressions of each phase, but let's do that back at the engineering building. Good plan.
Aw, they're having so much fun together with this.
Maybe too much. Thanks, Reen. The info you gave me should come in handy. I'm glad I could help. I think she'll be much more stable from now on. I'll have to be sure to tell Elisa's mother about everything we learned today if they end up mass-producing orbital bikes. Elisa's mother is the chairman of Rhineford Group, isn't she? I didn't know you were familiar with each other. The Ragnar and Rhineford families share a good relationship, actually. Oh yeah, they're both big names in Ruhr, right? Yeah, Angie's dad's one of the group's biggest shareholders, too. Wow, they are pretty close. Well, now you know. Elisa's mother provided the engine and a number of other parts for the bike, too. So that's how you got your hands on everything. That's right, although whether or not Rhineford will actually mass produce a bike is an entirely different matter. Their biggest goal is to turn a profit, so the only way it's happening is if we can show them that it would make money. Which is why we're currently trying to make it into something that the masses can handle. And today, you were a big help in getting closer to that goal. Wow, I'd love to see that happen. Ha, looks like you get it. I guess my first impressions of you were right on the mark. Oh, I haven't properly thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for helping us today. Here's a little token for my thanks. Are you sure about this? It seems like a really valuable quartz. Of course. I'm sure you'll be able to put it to good use. Well then, Reem, thanks a lot for your help today. I'd like it if you could help us out next time we need a hand too. I'll cancel my plans as soon as you ask. Now off to the old schoolhouse. Yep. Doop doop boop boop. Oh. Front doors are locked. This will be our third time going down into the old schoolhouse. The layout had really shifted around last time, so I better finish everything up and prep before heading in. The daytime will advance to evening. There is nothing else. What was that? There really must be something down in here. Ah, it's the third test. Anyway, let's get this party started. Everyone from Class 7 has said they're willing to come along. Now, who should I call? Well, we need Elisa, Machias, and Gaius. Emma is level 70, so I want the characters who aren't. Elisa and Machias are really good healers. So we have 2 healers. Well, they're not main healing, but Elisa is main heal. Machias is actually attack. So we have 4 attacks. Then again, we don't really need healing. I'm gonna go Fee. Mostly because I like Fee. She's adorable. and I like running with her. Right, let's go. Everyone ready?
Whenever you are.
I've been informed that what you've discovered during your previous investigations, unlike certain elements among us, there's no chance I'll hold you back. You better not have been referring to me. I have no intention of slowing anyone down. Alright, I'm counting on you. After that, what happened last time, there's no telling what we're in for. Keep your wits about you, everyone. So this is the elevator. Does seem suspicious. Another light's lit up on the main panel too. Looks like we can go down as far as the 3rd floor now. When did that happen? How could this device possibly work? What's powering it? Anyway, let's check out what the 3rd floor has in store for us. We need to investigate whether anything else has changed this month. Boop. To the 3rd floor. I don't think I ever bring Emma along with these anymore. This seems to be the 3rd floor. And there's another stone door. Hardly surprising at this point.
I think it's fair to assume that we'll find strong monsters lurking inside.
Yeah, I think we can safely assume we're not headed in for a picnic. Alright, let's be careful, everyone. We'll switch it later.
We should proceed onward.
That we should, Eustace. That we should. Proceed to finding treasure chest. Treasure chest. Treasure chest. All I want is a treasure chest. Yeah. Yeah, hey little rat. Yeah, that's right, run away. Imagine if the rats actually grew to that size. How terrified would you be of them? More terrified than usual? Or would you be like, it's just a rat?
Oh,
I
a
would
treasure
probably
chest.
be like, bye. If that rat exists, then I will not exist here. If they are all over the world, then it's time to start purge. Just purge the world. It'll be fine.
Nice spot.
Oh, I can fish here. Too bad I already collected all the fishies. You know what? Maybe I will fish, just to show you guys what the fishing mechanic in the game is.
Spot.
Tap, tap, tap. Just basically keep pressing the buttons that come up until you get to the green.
Not bad.
The harder the fish, the more buttons you have to press. Yay, Sepith. Actually, I forget what Sepith is truly used for. I think you're supposed to use it to synthesize quartz, but I don't need to synthesize quartz, so I don't really need it. But I get it anyway. Yay, blue things. Banana, banana.
There's more. Stay alert.
You don't know that.
I can do this.
I'll handle
I'm
this.
gonna switch
I'll
to
handle
me.
it.
Oh, look at Gucci. He's so cute. I just really love Fee. Look at her. She basically says, I will end you. Hi, thing. Whatever you are. Hey, get away from that. Get away from that. After a certain point in the game, I have to use Reed because he's the highest level and he's the one that all the monsters run from. Oh, she does shoot if she's close to something. Because she has gun swords, so it's like awesome. Did I miss a treasure chest? I thought. Okay, we haven't gotten over there yet. Hey there, thing. Wait, where am I going? This way. No. There we go.
I spy treasure.
Is this the chest that I saw? It's not. What?
Bring it on! Here we go!
They're all going to die. Crafts. How many can it kill? What about arc slash? Nah. Gale then. Can kill far more.
Second form! Gale!
Miss.
I can do this.
Excuse me? Did you just say miss? Did you?
Go!
It's time for you to die.
I'll handle it.
No living.
Target locked.
I'll handle this.
Another miss. I do not believe this.
My
Jesus,
turn.
take them out.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
All right, we're finally through.
It's a giant vortex of death. And that weird insect thing.
Be careful, this one looks strong.
3 weird insects.
My turn!
You guys didn't like Grim Butterfly, correct?
Right. Okay.
Be careful, because it is possible to push them out of the circle that I wish. Oh, wait.
Leave it to me.
You plan on attacking, don't you?
My turn.
What should I have her do? Just attack again.
I'll help. Thanks.
Thanks, Matthias.
Oh, no, you don't.
Hey, hey. You just hurt V.
I can do this.
Oh, so you want to die? Wait, she hasn't. Wait, what? What happened to all her arts?
Go!
Oh, they unequipped it.
I'll handle
Here we go.
Oh, wait, that was the wrong one. It's fine.
Right. Now.
And that one's dead. Eventually.
it. My turn.
And this one's dead.
Right.
Nope. It wants to live now. But no living. Not for you. Good. You're dead.
Okay.
And now time for
My
your
turn.
time for your time has come.
Right.
There we go.
Now. Well, that went better than expected. How'd you expect it to go?
What did you expect, Machias? Well, we won. You guys act like that was hard. So, that was the master of this floor. I must say, it posed quite the challenge. And you fought monsters like that every time you've ventured in here? Yeah, every time we reach the end of a floor, a beast shows up just like that. Is something bothering you, Reen? Oh, I just think I might have worked out something about this place. It looks like we've explored as far as we can go for now, so let's head back outside. I'll tell you more then. Leaving the dungeon through teleportation. And boom. Oh wait, no, not floor 1. I wanted to return to the surface. There we go. This is the outer part where we get out. And investigation. Sunset already, huh? We must have been down there for a long time this month, too. Thanks for your help today, guys. There's no way I could have cleared that place out on my own.
You're welcome. What was it you figured out when we were down there?
Well, I think the old schoolhouse actually follows certain rules. Rules? Well, think about this. The first rule would be that there's always a door at the entrance to every floor. The second is that there's always a really tough monster waiting at the end. The third rule is that each month a new floor opens up for us to explore. Those all seem to have been the case every time now that I think about it. Kinda makes me feel like someone's testing us. A test? I guess when I stop and think about it, it does kind of feel that way. But even assuming that's true, who is it? And why? It seems like the only way we'll get to the bottom of this is to keep exploring. Yeah, it seems that way. Either way, we've gone as far as we can go today. Let's meet up again next time. No. Oh, wait. No, this isn't what I want. No, what I want is for Reen to follow. Follow? Meh. It's what it is. Let's go, Reen. I have 2 extra bonding points. Wait, actually I should see who can I... Emma! Emma, you wanna bond? I can do anything. I can do anything I put my heart to. I'm a Southern Belle, and that's just what I like to do. Where are you, Emma? There's me, Emma. Let's bond. Hey, Emma, what's up? You studying?
I was doing research for the literature club, so I decided to take the opportunity to check my papers for our midterm. I was also thinking about reviewing the material for our upcoming classes.
You dominate the exam scoreboards for a reason. I should probably take a page from your book and start studying harder.
Oh, and of course, I'll be cheering you on. Remember, I'm always here to help if you have any questions.
Asking her to explain a few of the harder points from class might help me in the long run. So, this might be out of the blue, but would you mind helping me out with those study-related questions? There are a few things we went over in class that I didn't understand at all.
It'd be my pleasure. Shall we get started then?
I see. So this is where you apply this formula.
That's right. You're a fast learner.
That's high praise coming from you, Emma. How are you feeling about those midterms anyway? Expecting a good score?
I'm not so sure about that. I did everything I possibly could, but the rest is in Adios's hands now. How about you, Reen?
I'm actually feeling pretty good. I should score above average at least.
I'm looking forward to seeing our results, and I'm especially curious about fees. Wait, Reen, stop. That's not how you do that. This calls for a different formula. You see, if you...
Whoa.
Are you paying attention?
Oh, right. Sorry. Never really noticed it before, but compared to a lot of other girls here, she's really filled out. And, well, Reen, come on, get your head back in the right place. Right in between. No!
Reen, all of a sudden you've turned bright red. Are you okay? Do you feel feverish?
No, I'm fine. That must just be, the light from the sunset. In fact, I'm more than fine. I'm just great. Never felt better in my life.
Okay then, if you say so. Let's move on to the next page.
They kept studying until it was time for Reen to excuse himself. However, because he suddenly found his mind otherwise occupied, he wasn't able to retain much of what he learned. Reen. Oh wait, could I have just went straight and down the... went the long way. Is it in Trista? It is. With Gaius. We don't really have that many bonding bonding things with Gaius. Running, 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 running. A monk. I see you're here. Aren't you from class 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, my name's Monk. You're Reen from class 7, right? Oh, I guess I don't even have to introduce myself. But mind if I ask what you're wandering around here for? I'm looking for something. That's descriptive. Should I help him find whatever he's looking for? Here, I'll give you a hand. You mean it? Yeah, I can't just sit back and watch while a fellow student needs help. So what are we looking for exactly? Stickers. Stickers? Like with drawings and writings on them? Yes, they're my precious treasures. You'll spot them right away since they're all round and shiny. Round and shiny. Got it. Do you remember when and where you dropped them by any chance? That I do. I was up on the rooftop there, watching the light of the sunset dance off one of my stickers, and suddenly a big gust of wind blew them right out of my hands. 3 stickers lost, just like that. Staring at stickers on a rooftop. Guess everybody needs a hobby. It's possible that the wind carried them pretty far if it took them from up on the roof. Do you have any idea where they could have landed? Yeah, the wind came from the south when I was up there, so one flew off towards the academy field. The other 2 went west, east, and north. How did I get west? Went east and northeast of the main building, respectively. Even though I saw where they went, I still haven't been able to find them. Well, it's hard to cover all that ground. I'll start searching right away. Right, thanks. Academy Field. Academy Field. The tree near the Academy Field. Tree, 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 tree. Also, Reen, don't judge people on their hobbies. It's not like he's killing kids. Or anyone. Round and shiny, just like he said. Pretty amazing that the wind took it all this way, though. Oh, right, Misty. I didn't notice it at first, but this says Abendheim on it. So does that mean that this woman here is supposed to be Misty? I guess that doesn't matter right now. 2 more to find, and the sooner the better. Ow. Ran into a wall. I'm just so sad. Ow. Ran into another wall. This looks just like the sticker I found before, so it's probably one of the ones he lost. Monk sticker. Only 1 more to find. Just about done now. I like how everything is quiet here. It's nice. Ah, here's the last one. Kind of amazed it flew all the way over here. Now I've got all 3. Should take them back to Monk. What if we didn't, though? Like, what if we just continued with the day? Would we just have those stickers? And he would forever be sad? That would kind of suck. But also possible. Then we get 3 free stickers. You're telling me you found all of the 3 of them already? I'll let you be the judge of that. Perfect. Exactly what I was looking for, and in pristine condition. Thank Adios for that. I was really sweating for a minute there. Thought I might have to give up on my rightful place as a true Misty fan. I was wondering why you'd carry Abendheim stickers, but your zeal for Misty answers that. Oh, so you're a devoted listener too? It's always nice to meet another fan. Perhaps the 2 of us have more in common than I first thought. maybe so. So, from one fan to another, where do they sell those stickers? I wouldn't mind having one for myself. Don't be silly now, Reen. Did you think you could buy these stickers at any old shop? Oh no, 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 no. Maybe you need to take a closer look. Monk uncomfortably pressured Reen into making a closer look at his stickers. On the front side of each sticker, there's a signature and a number. Is that Misty's signature? You bet it is. You can only get one if your submission is used on the show. It's a prestigious honor reserved only for true fans like me. See that number on the sticker there? That's the serial number of the postcard I sent the selected submission on. That's really something. I had no idea how it all worked. Are you surprised? Oh, I just bet you're surprised. And since I'm sure you'll ask, yes, I am Passion Boy. I hear that alias all the time on the show. Isn't it supposed to be pretty hard to get a submission read on the show? I can only imagine how much competition you have. It's no easy feat, but it doesn't hurt that I always have Class 7's various activities on hand to use as choice material when I need it. In fact, I should probably be thanking you for that in addition to returning my stickers. So thank you. You're welcome, I think. I can tell you're uncomfortable, but don't worry. I exaggerate things and mix in some fiction here and there. Nobody will have any idea that they're based on all of you. Not even you knew. Good point. Not really sure how to feel about this. Back to the stickers, though. You were a real lifesaver today. Take this as a sign of my appreciation. Okay. You're, welcome. Well then, Reen. I'll be expecting great things and juicy stories out of you in the future. Sure. Alright. Where's our next bonding point? The church. There is no thing for the church, so Academy front gate. You're the church. Are you the church? No, you are not. You are the first class dorms. You're the church. Hey guys, let's hang out. Fancy meeting you here, Reen. Hey there, guys. Did you come to pray? Yeah, the sun's starting to set, so figured I'd come along and give my thanks for another fulfilling day. Wow, you're pretty pious, guys. I've been coming here every day since the entrance ceremony, too. Hard to believe it's already been 2 months since then. Should I join him in prayer? Mind if I join? I have some things I need to pray for. You're always welcome. Let us pray then. Reen and Gaius remained silent as they offered their prayers. That should do. This reminds me, actually. You're from the North Highlands, aren't you? It's so far away from here, but you still revere Adios there? Of course. It's said the Emperor Dracula himself appealed to the church once the War of the Lions came to a close. Because of that, even now, a traveling priest visits regularly to hold classes kinda like your Sunday school here. Oh. But we always revere the winds that blow through the Highlands just as much as we do the goddess herself. This has been a tradition passed down by our ancestors ever since they first set foot in the Highlands. The winds and the goddess, huh? Would that mean you hold Sunday school out among the fields or something? You're honestly not too far off. Most of our classes are held outside. I learned a lot from the traveling priest who was there when I was younger. What he taught me back then even shaped who I am now. Wow. Maybe people really do meet because they're destined to do so. I've come to appreciate that idea much more than ever since I arrived at Thor's. Meeting you and the rest of our classmates is among the most meaningful events of my life so far. I'm a mage who can say stuff like that with a straight face. Oh, come on. Who do you think I get that from? You can't mean me. Just take a moment to think about some of the stuff you've told us. As cheesy as you can get, though, I think that's one of your good points. Maybe I should cut down on the heartfelt speeches from now on. No, heartfelt speeches are good. Continue them. Continue the heartfeltness. And that should be everything that I have. Oh wait, I can just wait, why'd I teleport? Into the dorm.
Oh, Reen, did you just get back too?
Instructor.
Oh, hey there,
She
instructor.
doesn't know.
Welcome back.
Well, the building's still standing, so I guess you all behaved yourselves. Excellent. It looks like you've really thrown yourself into helping out the student council, Reen. But you spend all your time working, and life will just pass you by before you know it.
Alas, if only my evil step-teacher would stop dumping a bunch of work on me and let me go to the ball. Hey, did something happen? You look really beat.
Nothing bad. Just been real busy these last couple days. That Toval really needs to learn how to treat a lady. Honestly, dumping that much work on me? Come on, I'm too delicate for that.
I guess your hot date didn't turn out so well then?
Huh? Of course it did. As if a night with me could fall short of unforgettable. He was just amazing. Such a gentleman. So strong. So passionate. But I'm afraid all the details might be more than you could handle. It's too soon to corrupt your poor, innocent heart.
Yeah. I almost want to believe it, but yeah, I don't think so.
Everything okay last night then? Nothing major happened while I was away?
Not particularly. Oh, wait. Actually, we had a woman show up claiming to be the dorm's new caretaker. Did you know about this?
Oh, she's here already? I'd heard that the Reinford family was sending a maid, but I wasn't sure when she'd arrive. Something sure smells good, though.
Oh, I'll bet that's Sharon fixing dinner. She's a great cook. She made breakfast for us today, too.
Oh, I can hardly wait. This Class 7 gig has some real fringe benefits. I'll have to get her to whip up some snacks to go with my beer later.
Looks like she knew about Elisa's family after all.
Yeah, she's your instructor.
Welcome back, Master Bean. Lady Sarah.
Oh, hey, Sharon. Good to see you. You can stop with the Master Reen stuff, though. It's not like I'm the one paying your salary.
Oh, but that just wouldn't do at all. Politeness toward those I serve is part of the maid's code of honor. Or might you prefer something more like, my dearest Reen?
Whoa! Not in front of the teacher.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Sharon. I was sent here to serve you, courtesy of the Reinford family. I will do my utmost to cater to your every need. I hope I can be of service.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. Though if you don't mind my saying, you look a little familiar. Are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
Huh?
I'm afraid we haven't. You certainly don't seem to be an individual one would easily forget. I look forward to serving you, Lady Sarah Valentine.
I
Why,
love
thank
this.
you, Sharon Kruger.
This feels like a good time to make my exit. This looks like...
Elise! I don't think she shows up yet, though. I think it's just her letter. But I would love if she, like, hey, Reen, this is a letter telling you I'm coming. Kinda right now.
Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy. I often feel more concerned for how you're faring in your own studies. Thor's Military Academy is well known for its connections to Emperor Dreikel's and its strenuous curriculum. And I worry that the dangers you face in your training could catch even you by surprise someday. I pray you don't neglect your own well-being. The world has many soldiers, but you're my only brother. Elise Schwarzer.
Oh, he's so cute.
You never change, do you, Elise? Oh, I guess it's probably me who hasn't changed much. I really should write back to her. And to Mom and Dad, for that matter.
Me. So cute.
Misty here, filling your speakers with wit and charm once again. I'm coming to you live from Radio Trista, and it's 9 p.m. on this calm June 20th evening. Let's kick off this week's Aubin time. The weather around the capital has sure been wet lately, but not very wild. I thought that rain would never let up. Thanks to that, I ended up holed up in my room, even on my precious days off. Still, the end of June's just around the corner, which means summer festivals are in full swing across Erebonia. The festival out in the port city of Ordis is known for the breathtaking sight of hundreds of bonfires afloat on the bay. In the old capital of St. Arc, they
Sounds
know
fun.
how to party hard with a festival that keeps going for 5 nights straight.
Sounds like
Unfortunately,
What is
I've
that
never been able to
called?
get out to either of them.
the thing that they have. It was in Rio, and they dance.
I'm hoping to
I
make it
forget.
up to myself by taking the train to some far-off destination on my next vacation. Now, where would be the perfect place for this wayward traveler to visit? I'd love to visit Crossbell. Exploring its theme park and seeing one of Arkansas's theatrical performances would be great. But the thought of just riding to the end of the line and taking in the rustic beauty of the Nord Highlands is just so tempting. I know, Director, I know. Is it too much to ask to let a girl dream big?
No, it is not. You dream, Misty. Dream bigger than the sun, bigger than the galaxy. Hey, it's lunch break. Paula Fee, she got 72. Marguerite Elliott got 36.
Didn't do as bad as I was afraid I would.
Ring got 7.
I can't believe Emma and Machia's tied for the top score.
Congrats, Machias. You always put up some impressive numbers.
Looks like you made good on your word after all.
I suppose. Emma's the real natural, though.
Oh, not at all. We both just really hit those books this last month. I'm glad everyone did so well.
Agreed. I scored higher this last time than I did on the entrance exam.
I suppose I'll have to settle for third this time.
You make it look easy, Eustace. You must have really buckled down on your studies too, Reen, landing in the top 10 like that?
Well, you all helped me out a lot. And you know what they say about a rising tide lifting all boats.
I feel a bit left out.
You did really well, Fee. You must have had all the basics down pretty well to have scored like you did. If you can build on that in the next exam, I have no doubts you'll be able to score even higher.
I guess. If I feel like it.
Fee is totally everyone.
By the way, there's something posted up over there.
Oh, wow!
It seems Class 7 had the highest average score.
Excellent. I figure that might be the case considering we have the Academy's top 3 high scorers.
You talk as if a class I'm a member of could possibly fail to place first.
Why do you always have to be so full of yourself?
Boys, boys.
I think we should be proud of what we've accomplished.
Me too. Good work, everyone.
Hip hip hooray.
Hey, Patrick.
How humiliating. How could the pride of the Empire's nobility lose to those plebeians?
Plebeians.
And Elisa, thinking she could hide her roots that easily.
Well, I mean, she did from you. The only reason you found out is because of her maid. Yay, the afternoon practical exam.
Well, aren't you all the overachievers? Congrats on your amazing performance on the midterms.
Thank you. I wish I was that good in real life.
I'll cherish that grumpy look on the vice principal's face forever. That'll teach him to poke his nose into my business.
We didn't do all that work just so you could stick it to him, you know?
Besides, you bring most of it on yourself.
Ugh, always tromping around like he owns the place with that smarmy mustache of his. It's one thing to gripe about work, but where does he get off telling me what to wear and how to behave in a bar? Now he keeps telling me I need to hurry up and get married. Yeah, I'll marry my foot to your face, jackass.
I love the instructors.
Anyway, is everyone ready to leap boldly into this month's practical exam?
I'm fully prepared, instructor.
I can take whatever task you have to throw at us.
Well, at least this ought to be easier than the midterms.
Here we go again. This one looks different from the others.
Hold on.
You noticed too, huh?
Yeah, color's different, shape's different, yet it seems similar somehow.
The material. That's what's similar. Maybe...
Is something wrong?
No.
Here they go again.
I forget if it's this time.
Well, doesn't this look like fun?
Huh. Hello, losers.
Class 1?
What are they doing here?
Yes, yes. Enter with your pristine entourage. With your cool.
To what do we owe the pleasure of this visit? Class 1's combat training isn't until tomorrow.
Oh, Instructor Thomas's class was changed to a self-study period today. So we thought it was the perfect opportunity for a little cross-class exchange, if you will.
I will beat you into the ground.
Class 7 seems to be the talk of the school lately. And we'd simply love the chance to get a little better acquainted.
Exchange?
Judging by that rapier in your hand, I'm guessing you're not here to exchange pleasantries over tea and cookies.
My, you're a sharp one, Schwarzer. Nothing gets by you.
I will punch you in the face.
Why not try your steel against some real human opponents instead of that contraption over there? We'd be more than happy to serve as representatives of Class 1.
And you will fail them.
Allow us, if you will, to demonstrate the refined spirit and dignity of the Erebonian.
As it gets its face pushed into the mud? Yeah, okay.
You little pieces of...
Cool your jets. They're just trying to goad us into a fight.
I'd be very interested to witness this refined spirit and dignity you profess.
Well, looks like I found today's entertainment. All right, change of plans. Today's practical exam will be a friendly training bout between classes 1 and 7. The fight will be 4-on-4 with both arts and item use allowed. Reen, you'll be squad captain, so choose 3 of your classmates for your team.
Roger that.
Man, gotta choose. Well, only 3 of them are level 67, so.
I just like the notion of fighting against women. It It's a man's duty to protect the fragile flowers of womanhood, not to wound them.
I can take care of
Reconsider your
myself.
team. And this time, bring men to face us.
Who the hell does he think he is?
I'll put a fragile flower on his grave.
You go, Fee.
Now, Fee.
Guess this isn't going to happen until I do as he insists.
Very well.
He should have been among the ranks of Class
Are you
1
serious?
to begin with. I would rather hope a son of House Alvarea would need no demonstration of the nobility's refined spirit and dignity. Choose again.
One would almost think you're trying to postpone the inevitable.
It looks like fighting someone from another of the 4 great houses might be biting off more than he can chew.
Looks that way. Makes me wonder who they won't conjure up some excuse for.
I will murder. Begin.
Looks like you're all set then. Both teams, take your starting positions.
He may be a fool, but even a fool can be dangerous with a blade in hand. And I'm sure his lackeys are well trained, whatever deficiencies they may have otherwise. Make sure you don't underestimate them.
Got it.
Well, he is a member of the fencing club after all.
We'll see how cocksure he feels when we're through with him. Let's have a good fight, everyone.
Cocksure is a funny word.
We'll now begin the training bout between our representatives from classes 1 and 7. Combatants, weapons at the ready.
You all use rapiers. You're all going to die. We have a shotgun.
Begin!
With this one, all I gotta do is beat him.
I'll show you what real nobility
Will be more than easy. No one is knocked out during battle. Nope. No one uses arts during the battle.
My turn.
Fine, even though I could easily end them. No arts. It's gonna take a while. I can use crafts though.
Locked and loaded. You won't get away. Leave it to me.
Here we go.
Gale. There we go.
Second form. Damn.
You know what? We're using
Let's go,
it.
everyone.
All right, right.
lose.
Take that.
This is our real power.
Enough! The winning team is Class 7.
The victory is ours.
Yeah, we showed them.
Not bad.
A passable performance.
That was some fight.
We won! We really won!
How does it taste choking down your own hubris?
This can't be happening. How could we lose to this rabble?
I like how Gaius just kind of sticks his spear in his pocket.
Hey, that was a good fight. Pretty intense, too. You had us on the defensive more than a few times. If we get another chance sometime, how...
Get your filthy hands off me!
Patrick.
Don't you dare start acting like you're above me, Reed Schwarzer. Just because Ymir's lord took you in out of pity doesn't change the fact that you're a nobody without a drop of noble blood.
You son of a...
That was uncalled for.
The rest of you are no better. Did you somehow think scoring highest on the exams would mask the fact that you crawled up from the dregs of society? What if you, Reinford, a family of upstart arms peddlers who think being flush with money is all the pedigree they need? And what of the barbarian and your Jaeger tots? I'm surprised they could even read the enrollment forms.
What the hell?
I won't deny how the Reinford Company made its millions.
Am I the Jaeger tot?
What terrible things to say.
Patrick, I think you might have crossed the line.
Silence! You don't tell me what I can and can't say.
How utterly foul.
Enough of this.
I'm not sure I understand. Maybe you can clear things up.
You pissed off the giant.
What is it about nobles that makes them superior to those who aren't?
Gaius?
I won't deny that I'm not from this country. That's as plain as the nose on my face. Back in my homeland, we don't really have anything like your class system. So the concept is pretty foreign to me. Really, I mean no offense by asking. But I want to know what it is that elevates nobles above the rest of the people.
The superiority of nobles is self-evident. We come from families of distinguished lineage built on generations of tradition. That gives us a dignity, refinement, and pride that those of common birth could never hope to possess. We represent the pinnacle of man's achievement. That is what makes us nobles.
I see. I've witnessed that dignity and refinement myself. I see it in how Laura and Eustace carry themselves. But that leads me to another question. I can understand the importance of tradition, lineage, dignity, pride. I get why those would matter. But where do you think they let you get off saying the kinds of things you did?
Well,
Gaius. Patrick, I really think you should...
Gaius raises an excellent question. I'd say this marks the end of our mock battle. Many thanks to the members of Class 1 for their gracious cooperation. Oh, and just for future reference, self-study doesn't mean wander around outside doing whatever you want. That goes for you two over there, too. Back to the classroom with you.
Yes, instructor!
Please excuse us.
I've decided that for your combat training tomorrow, I'll be pointing out everything you did wrong today. I'll be giving you the full, shameful play-by-play, of course. But I want you to really think about where you need to improve.
very well. Excuse us.
Patrick! Wait for us!
Why are you guys still on the ground?
For a while there, I was worried that was really gonna get ugly.
As far as I'm concerned, it already had. This is exactly why I can't stand nobles.
Please, don't place me in the same category as that imbecile.
Thanks, Gaius. That meant a lot to me.
Huh? Not sure why you're thanking me, but whatever I did, I'm glad to have helped.
Okay, that concludes this month's practical exam. Next, I'll be giving you the locations for your next field study.
Oh, yes, it had almost slipped my mind.
Where to this month?
Everyone, take one of these.
After that debacle, it would be easy to forget that you have a field study. Ah, so it's the next field
Rionia
study.
Island. That's in the far west of the Empire, isn't it?
Indeed. It's an island off the coast of Lemaire Province, known for its ruins. However...
The Nord Highlands are beyond the Empire's northeastern borders, are they not?
That's right. They're out past Ruhr on the other side of the border.
Since the age of antiquity, the Highlands have been home to a tribe of nomads.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
You're from the Nord Highlands, aren't you, Gaius?
Sure am. We've actually made arrangements for everyone in Group A to stay at my home in our settlement. I hope you'll all enjoy yourselves.
Aw, Gaius, you're so nice.
Your rank's gone up. Here's a little something from the academy. Thank you for everything.
Oh well.
Still, I couldn't believe it when I saw Nord Highlands written right next to our names. I wasn't ever expecting our field studies to take us that far out.
Well, it does make sense, since it's an important place in the history of the Academy's founder, Emperor Dreichels.
Indeed, the Highlands are where he first began to solidify his military power during the War of the Lions.
That's about the extent of my knowledge of the Highlands, to be honest.
No worries. I'll tell you more about Nord on the way there. Anyway, I hope you're all ready for a long trip. The train ride between here and there is over 8 hours.
8 hours? That's almost an entire day's journey.
It sounds as though the experience will be more than worth the trouble, though.
By the time we get there, it'll probably be evening already.
You think we should go stock up on some snacks before we leave?
Definitely.
There'll be no need for that,
You
Lady
have a
Lisa.
maid.
Good morning, Sharon.
We're almost ready to head out to the station.
Oh, of course, of course. I hope you all have a safe journey. I would also be very pleased if you would accept this.
What is it?
I took the liberty of preparing some sandwiches for all of you, as well as a pot of lemon tea for each group. I'm afraid I wasn't able to fix a proper breakfast, so I hope you'll enjoy these on the train instead.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it.
Such a thoughtful caretaker.
We'd be more than happy to accept them.
Oh, think nothing of it. Any good maid would do as much. Well, everyone sure loves you, don't they? I guess my objecting to you being here just made you work that much harder to cozy up to everyone else. I would never dream of such a thing. Please have a safe and pleasant journey, my lady. I'll be counting the hours until your return. Fine, I'm leaving. Hold on. You aren't plotting anything else, are you? I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. Yeah, if you say so. All right, we're leaving for real this time. Have a safe journey.
Please excuse us.
The dormitory's in your hands while we're away.
Looks like Group A just took off then.
Good morning, Lady Sarah. Would it have been too much to see them off if you were awake this whole time?
Their field study begins the moment they wake up on the day of their departure. So since I'm responsible for grading their performance, I figured it was best to leave them to their own devices.
I see. You make a valid point.
Just one question for you. When will you be returning?
Ah, you truly are perceptive, Lady Sarah. I suppose there is no reason not to tell you. I will be returning before my lady and her classmates do. That's as much as I can tell you.
I see.
Yay! Now we get to re-equip everything. And we are back. Let us go. Let us go. Let us go. The other group is always here before us. Oh, hey, Reen. You're ready to depart too, I see. Yeah, we're just about to leave. Don't you still need to purchase your tickets? Oh, yeah, you're right.
It looks as if we'll be traveling together as far as Heimdall this time.
Very well. Let's stop dallying and buy them already. Oh yay, that was a quick exchange.
Good morning, Class 7. I hear Group A is headed all the way out to the North Highlands this month.
You heard right.
We'll need to change trains twice. First in Heimdall, then in Ruhr, right? Correct. From Ruhr, you'll need to transfer to a freight flight for the last leg of your journey. Regrettably, we can't handle that part of your trip here.
Actually, it seems arrangements have already been made for that segment. We should only need to buy tickets for as far as Ruhr.
Ah, that won't be a problem then. Do you want them right now? Certainly. Okay, that's 5 passengers bound for Ruhr. I'll just have those tickets for you in just a moment.
Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2. We ask all passengers wishing to make a stop, please be careful, don't go on the platform.
I'd say we timed that perfectly. Impeccable timing.
True. It seems there's a 2-woman cold front blowing your way. Well, don't worry about us. We'll see what we can do to thaw them out. Yeah, just don't expect them to be weaving each other flower crowns when we get back, okay? Alright, we'll leave them to you then. Good luck. Boop, boop, boop. Wow, these sandwiches really hit the spot. Ham, lettuce, and cheese. I'm getting a hint of pickle in there too.
The ingredients are simple enough, but the way they come together is something special. Even the butter tastes different from what I'm used to.
And the tea is equally perfect. The zest of the lemon complements the taste perfectly. You have quite the maid looking after you.
Well, Mother hired her, not me. She's a talented maid, though. I won't deny that. She handles the typical housework and greeting guests, as you'd expect, but she also manages Mother's schedule. Wow.
Managing the company chairman's schedule doesn't really sound like part of the typical maid's job description.
She really is that talented, though. Which is why I can't work out why my mother sent her to look after me. Those two are up to something. I just know it.
Regardless, there are definitely perks to having her around. I think you should accept your mother's kindness.
I agree. She must have started working before sunrise to prepare all of these for us. I know. Anyway, look at those two.
So we're headed to Brionia Island this time. All I know about it is that it hosts some sort of ancient ruins. I'm not certain what to expect. Come to think of it, this will be the first time we've had a chance to see the ocean. What about you two? Now that you mention it, I've never seen it either. I have. Oh really? During a land operation in the corpse. Speaking of ruins, Lagrem has some fairly well-known ruins, doesn't it, Laura? Oh yeah, the Saint's Castle or something like that. You must be referring to the Lohengrin Castle. It's a magnificent stronghold that faces out onto the lake. You can see it from the town itself. It's quite beautiful on the days when the mist clears. Oh wow. Sounds like a sight worth seeing. Seems like you'd be in trouble if a skilled sniper set himself up there. Doesn't sound like they're getting along very well. I feared as much.
I doubt Fee is doing it on purpose. Laura seems uncharacteristically offended by it too.
Yeah, she's usually so composed, but something about Fee seems to get under her skin. There's a horsey on the train. A golden horsey on the train. Here goes Nay Nay. Do we get to see? I think we do. The Railway Police. Oh wait, that's a unicorn on the horse. On the train. Hey wait, that's the last stop? Never ceases to amaze me just how big Heimdall Station is. I've heard it said that it's not merely the largest station in Erebonia, but on the entire continent. I'm unaware of another station that can match the 10 tracks found here. When I first transferred lines here on the way to Trista, the amount of people I saw... When I first transferred lines here on the way to Trista, the amount of people I saw really threw me for a loop. But it's not surprising that there aren't as many folks around this early in the morning. Sorry, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Hang on, you can't give up already. How hopeless. Well, don't worry about it too much. The most important thing is that we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. I suppose you're right. We'll try and keep things from getting too dangerous at least. Anyway, this is where we split up. If you're traveling toward Ortis, you'll be heading west, right? Indeed. Meanwhile, Group A will need to travel northeast to Ruhr first. I'm so jealous. You get to visit Gaius' homeland. You'd better tell us all about it when you get back. Will do. Take care, everyone.
Fee, Laura, you both take care too. We'll see you all next week.
Quite.
Elise.
Is something on your mind, Elise? Has some rugged, handsome young man caught your eye? Like your brother, perhaps?
Please, Your Highness. I just thought I saw someone I recognized. But it couldn't possibly have been him. I can't imagine what would bring him to the capital this early in the morning.
Someone you recognized? I wonder. But I knew you wouldn't deny it. That your brother is handsome, I mean.
Please. I knew that I shouldn't have told you about him.
Oh, come now, I'm only teasing. There's no need to sulk. I'll give you a little something from Mariage Cross to make up for it.
But that's an adult lingerie brand. Please excuse us, Captain Claire.
I'm sorry. I hope I haven't sullied your ears with our scandalous conversation.
Not at all, Your Highness.
I came to inform you that the special train to the Imperial Villa will be arriving shortly. I look forward to accompanying you today.
It'll be a pleasure to have you with us.
Certainly.
Aw, such cute proper ladies. I'm sorry, I've forgotten. I've forgotten her name, and I'm so sad that I forgot her name. Alright, let me tell you a bit about the Nord Highlands. The Nord Highlands are a mountainous region to the northeast of Erebonia. To get there, we'll need to cross the Isengard Range.
That's the mountain range to the north of Ruhr. I'm guessing we'll need to pass through quite a few tunnels to get to the other side.
Pretty much. I went through several when I was originally traveling to Trista. Anyway, when you reach the other side, you'll be in the Nord Islands, surrounded on every side by mountains. Other than the Imperial Army's bases, the only place you'll find people is in nomadic settlements like the one I'm from. If anything, we have more sheep than people. Wow, really? I'm starting to feel like we're traveling to a country locked in time or something.
It sounds like a scene right out of a picture book.
In addition to the scenery, the Nord Highlands are also well known for their breeding and raising of horses. Most of the war horses used by the Imperial Army are descended from Highland stock. That's true. Horses are essential to the livelihoods of the folk in my village. Raising horses to be used by the Erebonians is one of my people's primary sources of income. Come to think of it, I seem to remember hearing that the horse we have at home was raised in Nord too.
Isn't that also true for the horses the riding club uses?
Correct. All of them originally came from Nord. Even the golden stallion on the Empire's emblem is said to depict a warhorse raised in the Highlands. Or so the story goes, at least.
Nord has deep historical ties to the Empire. We know today that it's where Emperor Drykos first started building his army, after all.
That's right. The Imperial Army still maintains a base on the southern edge of the Highlands, Zunder Gate. That's as far north as the trains can take us. I see. We should arrive there somewhere around 4 in the afternoon then.
Yeah, but it's just past 8 a.m. now. We should reach Ruhr Station by midday. After that, we have another 4 or so hours on the freight train to Nord.
Looks like we're in for the long haul.
Still, we won't get chances like this often, so let's try and make the most of it.
Goop, 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 loop, goop, loop. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. Our next stop is Ruhr, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all your belongings when you disembark.
Here we are.
This is my first time in the Empire's industrial metropolis.
Actually, it's my first time here too.
I passed through when I first came to the academy, but even then, I could see why people associate it with industry. It feels like the whole city's one big mass of iron. Yeah, it really does have that vibe. What are those cone-shaped towers out in the distance anyway?
Oh, those are for the orbital generators for the industrial plants. There are tons of large factories in the city, so they need those to create all the orbital energy needed to power them.
Wow, really?
If I were seeing it myself, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine a city like this.
Weren't seeing it for myself. Into Ruhr we go. Surrounded all sides by walls. Luluka, na, na, na. Ba, ba, da. Well, we've finally made it as far as Ruhr. We'll need to transfer to a freight line to reach the North Highlands from here, right? Right. There'll be a freight train leaving from Platform 4 we need to board.
Platform 4 is up the stairs and to the left, I think. Alright, let's not waste any time then.
And boom.
Come to think of it, it's already past noon. Should we purchase some lunches for the rest of our journey?
Sounds like a plan. We still have another 4 hours to go. We're going to need to eat something between now and dinner. It seems highly unlikely a freight train would be equipped with vending machines or other such comforts either.
We'll need to go through the ticket gate then. There's a shop in the main part of the station that sells pre-packed lunches.
Oh, there won't be any need for that. What?
No way.
Sharon? How did you get here before us? The power of my love for you allows me to do the impossible, my lady. And as you'll see, I've prepared packed lunches for all of you that far surpass this morning's offerings. I do hope you'll enjoy them.
Thanks.
We really appreciate you going to all the trouble to make these for us.
True. That said, I'm really curious how you got here before us.
It seems that the Rhineford family's maid enjoys a little amusement at the expense of her employer. I imagine you transferred to an airship in the capital?
Ah.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? You can cut the time from Heimdall to Ruhr in half if you travel by airship, I think.
You got me. I took advantage of the opportunity to borrow the airship's kitchen so I could make
Why
your
can't
lunches
we
as
take
well.
the airships?
They're quite fresh, so take a moment to savor the taste.
Well, thank you.
We really do appreciate all you're doing for us.
Honestly, I knew you had to be up to something. You're not planning on coming all the way to the North Highlands with us now, are you?
I'd love to, but unfortunately, I have some other business I must attend to. I may not be able to return to Trista for a while either.
Other business?
Sharon will be assisting me with my work.
Mother?
Hello, Elisa. You all must be members of Class 7.
Hey, Irina.
I'm Elisa's mother, Irina, also the chairman of the Rhineford Group. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. I'm Reen Schwarzer.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Emma Milstein.
Gaius Warzel. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Eustace Alberea. A pleasure.
I'm glad you're all managing to get along with my obstinate daughter. I wish I could stay a while, but unfortunately I've work that can't wait. Come along, Sharon.
As you wish, Madam Chairman. What?
Seriously? You show up like this and that's all you have to say? It's always work with you, isn't it? You probably didn't even notice I left home until I was already gone. Now it's just, hello, Elisa, and that's it?
My lady.
I did get the impression her relationship with her mother wasn't all sunshine and gumdrops.
Seems there's a lot of friction between them.
You can live your life however you see fit. I have no intention of forcing the Rhineford Group on you. Even if you decide to follow a certain someone's path and cast aside all sense of responsibility, it's your choice to make. Besides, I still manage to keep myself informed of the general goings-on in your academic life in the monthly reports I receive from the Academy.
What? I knew Sharon would relay back information about me, but reports from the Academy itself?
Oh, you must not have known. In addition to my other responsibilities, I also sit on the Academy's board of directors.
Oh my, that means...
Just like Rufus.
It does appear that way. I'd certainly deem the chairman of the Rhineford Group a canny choice as a member of the board.
The Rhineford Group is heavily involved in the development of the Orbal staff, as well as your Arcus. I must say, I'm quite pleased with the reports I've received on your usage of both. I'm looking forward to seeing the results of this month's field study as well. Do give me some good reading, won't you?
Please excuse us, my lady. Take care during the rest of your journey. Elisa.
You all right?
Aww. Lisa. It's okay. She still cares about you. She just has a weird way of showing it.
Damn it. I thought I finally had her out of my hair, but it looks like she was one step ahead of me this whole time.
I take it you and your mother aren't on good terms then.
Yeah, I think that much was abundantly clear. Things have been rocky between us for a long time now. Once I left home, that was the first step that led me to enrolling in the academy. But how was I supposed to know that I'd gone and signed up for the school she sits on the board of directors for? How could I have been so stupid? Why didn't I conduct a more thorough investigation before I made my choice?
I don't know what to say.
You have our sympathies, I suppose.
Is your mother being on the board of directors really such a problem?
Well, it's complicated. Usually she seems like she's only interested in her work, but then she'll suddenly start meddling in my life. She says to just do what I want, but it always turns out that wherever I go, she's there ahead of me, just like today. Should have known something was up. The bank account my grandfather gave me to cover my academy expenses hasn't taken a dip since my first day at Thor's.
So your mother's been paying your bills the whole time.
It does seem like a strong possibility, especially considering her presence on the board of directors.
Can't see what you're grousing about. Most people would be grateful to have a parent display that much interest.
What?
At least your mother spared the time to come and greet us. At least she showed the slightest trace of interest in you and your classmates.
Oh. You, sis.
Forget it. I can't say something about Eustace's dad. I don't think he cares at all. It's sad, but he doesn't seem like the type of person to. Well, we just entered a tunnel. The first of many, now that we're going through the mountains. I see. Anyway, how about we dig into those lunches Sharon made for us?
That sounds good to me. It seems like she went out of her way to prepare them. Alright. If these are subpar because she had to make do with the airship's kitchen, I won't let her hear the end of it.
Well then, let's dig in. Wow, so you're going to the Highlands for an academy field study. Sounds like you budding soldiers do some pretty interesting things as part of your training these days. I suppose you could say that.
Thor seems quite different from most other military academies in that regard, though.
Still, feels pretty neat to see you all dressed in your uniforms. Look pretty sharp on you. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Even at the academy, Gaius always stands out because of his height.
Yeah, he towers over even the second years.
Are all the people of your settlement of similar height? Nah, I'd say my dad is the only one who really has height on me. My younger brother's fairly short, though I wouldn't doubt he has another growth spurt coming his way.
I seem to remember you mentioning you have quite a few siblings.
A younger brother and 2 younger sisters, to be exact. They're little on the shy side, but I hope you'll get along with them.
Can do.
Still, if you look through the window, it really feels like we're getting close to the Highlands now. Indeed. Man, seeing you kids rushing off on some adventure kinda makes me jealous. Anyway, we're all about halfway through the Isengard range now. Should reach Zender Gate in 2 hours or so take the time to relax.
Thank you.
We appreciate the info. Did you meet him in the spring when you were on your way to Trista? Yeah, made the same trip back then too. Had plenty of time to kill, so he taught me a lot about Erebonian culture.
Sounds like a pretty nice guy. I'll bet that served as a pretty useful primer.
It did. There are a lot of people I'm thankful to for helping me come this far. But most of all, I'm thankful to the winds and to the goddess. The winds and the goddess. Classic Gaius. Classic Gaius. Talking about the wind and the goddess. Hey, that looks like we ought to be coming out of the last tunnel any time now.
I see. Elisa, Eustace, we're almost there. Ah!
Oh.
So this is... I can only just make it out in the distance, but it looks like that's it.
So the Nord Highlands. I'll admit, it appears even more breathtaking than I was expecting. I'll be even happier to hear you say so once you've seen it up close. Nord Highlands, riding on horsies. Nord Highlands, we ride on the horsies. Horsey riding, horsey riding. Ah, you've arrived. What voice should I give him? It's a pleasure to see you again, Lieutenant General. Likewise. It's been months since last I saw you. Seems almost surreal to see you standing there in a military academy uniform. Though this is the first... Nah, his voice should be deeper. Though this is the first time I've seen... Nah, that sucks. Though this is the first time I've seen the Thor's emblem in red. This is the color they use for my class 7.
It looks like he's pretty high up in the Imperial Army.
Well, they call him a lieutenant for a reason. Yeah, I'm betting he's a lieutenant general in charge of Zendergate.
He seems quite close to Gaius.
An Imperial general with an eye patch. That seems familiar somehow. These must be your classmates. Indeed. They're about half of my classmates from Class 7. I'm Reen Swarger. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Elisa Reinford, sir. Emma Milstein, sir.
Eustace Alborea. It's an honor. Seems like your classmates are as interesting a bunch as I've heard. Zetchus Vander. I'm Zetchus Vander, commanding officer of the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division. Pleased to finally meet you. One-eyed Zetches? So you're one of the guardians of the Arnor family. Huh, some of you already know of me.
A guardian of the Arnor family? Ah, now I remember.
The Vanders are a celebrated military family responsible for the protection of the Imperial family. And One-Eyed Zetches Vander is said to be one of the Imperial Army's finest generals. They say that The Vander and the Arseed schools of swordsmanship are the two most renowned styles in Erebonia. It's truly an honor to meet you, sir. I'm just a military man, hardly deserving of quite the level of praise. I'd love to hear all about all of you and your excursion to the Highlands, but unfortunately, we don't have the time. You should set out as soon as possible if you want to reach a settlement by nightfall. I agree. Were you able to take care of all the arrangements? I did, rest assured.
What arrangements? We need to head out if we want to reach Gaius's home by sundown, right?
Right, which is exactly why I asked Lieutenant General to arrange some transportation for us. Alright, just follow me and I'll show you the way. Boop, 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 boop. Wow.
It's simply breathtaking.
I had no idea a land so beautiful lay at the far end of the railway. Honestly, I suppose words are woefully insufficient in the face of such majesty. I'm glad to hear you think so. And now the horsies. Oh, such cute horsies. Horses? Are you saying we're to travel to a settlement on horseback? The Highlands are way too vast to cover in any reasonable length of time on foot. You'll be fine. You're a member of the riding club, and Rena and Elisa both have riding experience, right?
Yeah, I think I can manage.
I learned back at home, so I should be okay as long as we aren't making any trick jumps or anything.
I'm afraid I've never ridden a horse before.
Not a problem. You can just hitch a ride on the back of someone else's horse. Lisa would probably be the best choice considering the balance of weight.
I can do that. Is that alright with you, Emma? Yes, although I do feel a little nervous.
Let's mount at once then. Okay, steady now, steady. This is a fine horse.
Are you okay back there, Emma? Yes, I'm fine, I think. Make sure to hold on tight when we start moving.
Alright, this should be a fun trip. They're all top quality horses, raised here in the Highlands. At a good clip, you should be able to reach the settlement in under an hour. Oh, before I forget, I'm sure Gaius won't have much need of this, but the rest of you should take a map of the Highlands. A map?
Wow, such a high level of detail.
Looks as though the Army's surveying expertise is being put to good use. Indeed, I hope it will prove useful during your field study. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, that's about it from me. Should head out. May the blessings of the wind and the goddess be with you. Give my regards to the elder and Lacan. We will.
Thank you for seeing us off, sir.
If you'll excuse us, then.
This is worlds apart from the bustle of the city.
It really is. I feel like I'm one with the wind. Indeed, but if you didn't go too fast, that would be great.
I'm sure it will feel natural in time. No doubt the riding club would be fuming with envy if they could see us now.
I'll bet.
Anyway, my home settlement is due northeast of here. Hopefully we'll be able to reach it before sundown.
Right.
Let's move.
I don't need a tutorial on how to ride a horsey.
You're as excited as a child.
I think I'm just caught up in the moment.
So, which way do we go? The plains are so vast that it's surprisingly easy to lose your sense of direction. True, maybe it'd help if I showed you a couple of major landmarks to help you get your bearings. Over that way is Thunder Gate. That's where we set off from. That landmark over there is Triangular Rock. It's sort of a centerpiece of this part of the Highlands.
It's so massive.
Further away we can see it from, the better of a landmark it'll be.
Oh, that's the building. What's the building over to the left of it?
Oh, that's the watchtower built by the Imperial Army in the southeastern part of the Highlands. Heard they built it to keep an eye on the Calvard Republic out to the east.
So that's an Imperial watchtower.
I suppose it should come as no surprise that the army would want a watchtower here. True, the Highlands border both Calvard and Erebonia, much like Crossspell. Yep, and finally, if you look toward those mountains, my home is in that direction. Huh, gotcha.
Let me take another look at the map. Okay, I think I have a better idea where everything is now.
Seems like we ought to keep this map handy until we're more familiar with the Highlands, though.
Come to think of it, what are those stone pillars over there? Oh, now that you point them out, I'm surprised I didn't notice them before.
They seem man-made, at the very least, not the sort of construct nature would leave lying around. There are quite a few similar objects and structures scattered across the Highlands. Most folks think they're what remains of the Neolithic civilization that existed here over 1,000 years ago. Wow, that's pretty far back. I suppose in that way, they're not dissimilar from the animist ruins of Erebonia.
Perhaps not.
I'm not surprised you're curious about them, but we should save that discussion for later. Right now, we need to reach the settlement before sundown. Right.
Okay, let's ride.
Go, horsey, go. Go, horsey, go. Riding along, horsey, horsey, go.
The sun's almost down.
We're almost at the settlement. Let's keep up the pace, guys.
How long can horsies run? I doubt they can run for an hour straight, like what I've been doing to this horse. And I will keep making it run. Because I am a horrible, evil person. Where's our greeting party?
Wow.
So this is Gaius' home.
Even though I've never been here before, it feels nostalgic somehow.
Indeed, the scenery makes me a little wistful for my own home. You can say that again. Well, we don't actually stay in this area all year round. Sometime between summer and fall, we move to another location farther to the north.
I guess that's why they call you nomads then.
Is that why you live in those strange tent buildings? Yep, they're made with thick cloth and designed so that we can put them up and take them down pretty easily. Anyway, let me show you to my home first. Then we can go and greet the elder after.
Bro! Oh, they're so cute. You finally came back. Welcome home. We missed you.
Hey Lily, Sheeta, I'm back. Good to see you looking well too, Toma.
Glad you made it back.
It's good to see you, bro. Thanks. Aw, they really seem to love him.
Yeah, watching him makes me wish I had a little brother or sister of my own. It does. Oh, hey, are these the people you wrote about in your letters?
They are indeed. The illustrious, industrious Class 7.
Nice to meet you. I'm Gaius's brother, Toma. These are our sisters, Sheeta and Lily. It's nice to meet you. Are you Brow's friends?
Sure are. It's good to meet you too. I'm Reed.
I'm Elisa, and it's lovely to meet you. You're all so cute. I'm Emma.
Yusa Salborea. I'm honored.
Wow, they all seem so Erebonian.
I'm glad to see you've been blessed with such wonderful friends. Dad, Mom, I'm home.
Welcome home, Gaius. It's a pleasure to finally meet all of you. I'm Gaius's mother. Fatima?
I have actually never learned how to pronounce her name. And I want to say Fatima?
I don't know. His mother? But you look so young. Flattery will get you everywhere.
I'm Gaius's father, Lacan Warzel. I'm very glad to meet my son's friends and classmates. The pleasure is all ours. Likewise. I've prepared a place for all of you to stay while you're our guest. There's much to discuss, of course, but you should drop off your belongings there first. It will be soon be sundown. Come to my home and share in our evening meal. They're so nice.
This is delicious. How do you get it to taste so good? We season the pheasant meat with herbs and rock salt, then wrap and cook it. It's made to the taste of us Highlanders, so I wasn't sure if you Erebonians would like it.
All I can say is I'll be wanting seconds soon. These grilled skewers are really good too. They've got this deep, rich flavor.
Oh, those kebabs? We just stick some lamb meat on a skewer and grill it.
The food here is exquisite. I've never tasted its like. I almost feel sorry that the rest of our class isn't here to enjoy it.
I'm glad you think so.
Here I was, wondering that the taste might not agree with you. Worrying that the taste might not agree with you.
Everyone loves Mommy's cooking.
No doubt you're all tired from your long journey. Nord cuisine is effective at easing fatigue. That's important when you travel as much as we do. I can see why. I already feel a little more relaxed.
Maybe I should get these recipes so I can teach them to Sharon. Try some of this tea too. We made it with local herbs. It's supposed to be good for digestion. Oh, thank you. I think I will. It has a very gentle taste.
The land of Nord is nothing if not a free country. I have no doubt your time here will make for a very unique experience, though not without inconveniences here and there. Still, these Highlands have plenty of history with your own homeland.
Might you be referring to the story of Emperor Dracos?
We've been learning in class how during the War of the Lions, he first started gathering his army here in Nord. That's right, tales of Emperor Dracos' exploits are passed down here in Nord too. After the war ended, he became Emperor of Erebonia and swore eternal friendship with the people of Nord. That friendship has held strong to this day, and I pray it will continue far into the future. I see. While the people of Nord are not counted as true Erebonians, they are still regarded as our close neighbors and allies. And that's about how it shakes out, though recently the Calvard Republic has been creeping into the southeastern Highlands. We've been trying to cultivate good relations with the people there, but the Republic's forays into the Highlands have certainly created some tension.
The Empire and the Republic are old foes after all. Thankfully, we've managed to avoid any armed conflicts in the last few years, although politically and economically, relations between the two are only growing worse.
Seems likely that simmering conflicts is what led to that incident in Crossbell last month. No doubt an outgrowth of the ongoing conflict between pro-Calvardian and pro-Erebonian forces in their governments. So it seems. Be that as it may, to both countries, Nord is a remote region of relatively little importance. While there is a military presence in the Highlands, it's not something you should have to worry about during your stay. Just try to focus on your field study while you're here. We'll do what we can.
You must be the one who chose our task for this month's field study, right?
Indeed I did. Though the hour is already late, I'll give you your tasks in the morning. As for the area you'll cover in your study, I think it would be wise to focus on the southwestern plains tomorrow morning. The southwest,
We crossed that area in our trek here today, I believe.
Yeah, the Highlands are a vast, wide open space. They extend well past the northern end of the settlement too, but let's just start with the southwestern plains. Sounds good to me.
So everything we've got on the agenda for tomorrow will be in the southwest?
Exactly. Try and be back at the settlement around noon, guys. I'll give you the remaining task after our midday meal. Got it, Dad. Anyway, here I am talking your ear off when I should be letting you get some rest after your long day. We rise before the sun here, so sleep well. Morning will come sooner than you think.
The place we've prepared for you has beds ready. Can you show them the way, guys?
Sure thing.
I want to show them the way too. Me too.
Come on, it's broken handle on his own.
Aw, thank you so much for the meal. Good night, everyone.
It's just a cutie patootie. Sorry, I know you girls probably would have preferred separate rooms, but this is what we've got.
Don't worry about it. Marine and Eustace are both gentlemen after all. We have nothing to worry about.
But of course. Thanks, guys. You'll be staying over at your family's place then? My sisters both insisted on it. I couldn't turn them down. Will it be alright if I come in and wake you guys at sunrise?
Yeah, that sounds fine. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep the moment my head hits the pillow.
By all means, get your beauty sleep. Alright, pleasant dreams, everyone. Night, Gaius. Have fun with your cute little sisters. He seems quite the fortunate man.
I thought the same thing while we were eating dinner. He's got those adorable siblings, 2 parents who really care about him. I can see where Gaius gets his calm and level-headed personality. Part of a caring family growing up side by side with nature like this. It's like he couldn't have turned out any other way.
True enough. Anyway, it sounds like we have an agonizing early wake-up call coming our way. We should get some sleep. No objection from me.
I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep on my feet at this rate. Well, let's get dressed for bed and turn off the lights.
Day 27. I think we stay here for 3 or 4 days. I want to say 3 days and maybe like a half day. Ah, the sound of farm animals to wake you up.
Where am I? Oh, right. Nord Highlands. I feel surprisingly energetic. Maybe it's the clean air or that great food we had yesterday. I wonder if Master Ka-Fi trained out in the wilderness like this.
You're up early, Reen.
Morning, guys. Whoa, hold on. Why are you dressed like that?
Oh, I was just helping put the sheep out to pasture. They should almost be done fixing the morning meal now.
Okay. I guess we should wake up the others then. Eustace, Elisa, Emma.
Rise and shine, everyone. It's officially the crack of dawn. Where am I?
Are those sheep? Oh, glasses. Glasses.
You guys.
I suppose none of you are used to waking up quite this early.
This is delicious.
I concur.
Is it a kind of milk porridge? Well, I guess. We make it with the sheep's milk and salt-cured meat.
Sheeta and Lily made it fresh for you themselves.
Yeah, I helped.
Wow, that young and you're already better cooks than me.
I really need to get this recipe from you too. Oh, okay. Well, first thing you do is... Your friends all seem like such nice people.
Why did I say it like that? It would seem the winds have blessed you with their guidance. I think so too. Put an emphasis on friends. Sweet. Okay, let me give you this. Return to Zender.
Let's see. We'll be helping gather some medical herbs. And oh, there's even a request from Xander Gate. It looks as if you've chosen tasks that will help us become familiar with the Highlands.
That's the idea. I put a lot of thought into choosing tasks that would give you a nice sweeping overview of life here. As I said yesterday, you should be able to complete all of these requests in western reaches of the Highlands. Understood? Thanks again. Alright, we've got work to do.
So we need to finish all of these tasks and return here by noon.
Yep, we'll be having lunch back here in the settlement. Also, I wouldn't recommend leaving the settlement without a horse. The Highlands are vast. I'd hate if any of you got lost or collapsed out there before you headed out. Collapsed out there because you headed out on foot.
That's true.
We'd best pay heed to where we're going. May the blessings of the winds and the goddess be with you. Take care, everyone. Settlement contains 3 useful facilities. Elder's home is an Orbital factory trading post for weapons and lodging for rest. and I don't gotta pay for it this time. The lodging, anyway. Anyways, I'm going to end the episode here. Look at all these nice people. Look at all these nice things. See you guys later. Have a wonderful day or evening.